How to crochet the double shells and V's stitch. For this stitch, you'll need a crochet hook and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Webs for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their Northampton yarn from their Valley Yarns line in the color Sage Heather. For this stitch, you'll need to know the following techniques: chain stitch, double crochet. To begin this stitch, you must create a foundation chain in multiples of 8 plus 4. Now before we get into the main part of our pattern, we're going to do a prep row. So our prep row will begin by doing 3 double crochets into the 4th chain from our hook. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1. 2 and 3. This is going to create a half shell. Then we'll start our repeat by skipping the next 3 chains. So we got 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 1 double crochet into the next chain. Then we're going to chain 1 and do another double crochet into that same chain stitch. Now this is what we call a V stitch because it makes a little V. Okay, then we are going to skip the next 3 stitches or chains. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do 7 double crochets into the next chain. Okay, there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 7. Okay, once we finish our 7 double crochets, we'll repeat this sequence all the way across until we reach the last repeat of our row. Now on our last repeat, we're going to skip 3 chains, and instead of doing 7 double crochets into the last chain, we're just going to do 4. So there's 3. And 4. Okay, then we'll turn our work. Row 1. We're going to begin by chaining 3, and this will count as a double crochet. Then we're going to skip the first double crochet. That's this one right below our chain. And we'll do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Then we'll start our repeat by doing a V-stitch into the next chain 1 space. So that's this one right here. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet again. Okay, then we are going to continue by skipping the next 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2. And we will do a double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochets. So we're going to skip 1, 2, and start here. So we're basically going into the center of our shell from the row before. We're just ignoring the outside stitches. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more. Okay. And we're going to repeat this sequence all the way until our last repeat of the row. Okay, when we get to our last repeat, we're going to work our V-stitch. And then we will finish up by doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. We're going to skip these 2 first. Okay, so 1, 2, we'll do 1 into the next 2. So we've got 1 here and 2, and we'll do 1 more into the top of our turn chain here. We've got 1, 2, 3 for our turn chain. And then we'll turn our work. Row 2, we're going to begin by chaining 4. This will count as a double crochet and a chain 1. Then we'll skip the first double crochet, that's the one right underneath our chain. And we'll do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. So this one right here. Alright, then we're going to start our repeat by doing 7 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. So that's this one right here. We'll do our shell here. Okay, that's 4, 3 more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, after our 7 double crochets, we'll skip the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and we will do a V-stitch into the next double crochet. So remember, that's a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet all into the same stitch. Alright, and we are going to repeat this sequence all the way across until the last repeat of our row. Now to finish our last repeat after we've done our 7 double crochet shell, we'll skip these next 2 double crochets and do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. Then we'll chain 1 and we'll do a double crochet into the top of our turn chain. Okay, and then we're going to turn our work. Row 3, we're going to begin by chaining 4. Okay, then we'll do 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space, which is this space right here. Now we'll start our repeat by skipping the next 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and we'll do 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochets. Okay, next we are going to do a V-stitch into the next chain 1 space of the next V-stitch. So that's this one right here. We'll double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet again. Okay, and we're going to repeat this sequence all the way across until the last repeat of our row. And to finish up this row, after we've done our 5 double crochets here into the top of the shell, we'll do 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Then we'll chain 1, and we're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain of our turn chain. So we got 1, 2, 3 right here. Okay, and then we'll turn our work. Row 4. We're going to begin by chaining 3. Then we will do 3 double crochets into the first chain 1 space. That's this one right here. Oh, got a little bit of stray red there, or black there. Alright, so we've got our 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space. Then we're going to skip the next 3 double crochets. So we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do a V-stitch into the next double crochet. Okay. After we do our V-stitch, we are going to do 7 double crochets into the next chain 1 space of the next V-stitch. So I've got this one right here, 7 double crochets. Alright, there's 4. That's 6 and 7. Alright, so we're going to repeat this sequence all the way across until we reach our last repeat of the row. Now for our last repeat, after we've done our V-stitch, we're going to do 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space of the next V-stitch, which is going to be this right at the end. And after we've done 3, we'll do 1 more double crochet into the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3 of our turn chain, and then we can turn our work. So we're going to repeat rows 1 through 4 until we've reached our desired length, and that's how you crochet the double shells and V's stitch. After a few repeats, your pattern should look like this. Want more New Stitch a Day? Join our VIP email list to get every stitch directly to your inbox. Sign up today at newstitchaday.com/VIP.